Welcome to this transmission. And in this transmission, this is for my men out there. We're going to be talking about North Star architecture and what that really means. So if you're a man and if you feel lost in life, if you feel like you are just moving through the synthesasia of reality and you want to really get clear on where you're going, then this video is for you, man. This video is for you, man. So, first off, I want you to know that if you feel lost right now, that is not a bad thing. You are undergoing a rites of passage. Before our current age, our ancient ancestors, every group of people on planet Earth had a rites of passage for the men. And the rites of passage was designed, this changed my life. The rites of passage was designed to strip the boy from the mother so he can have union with land. They say, take your mouth off the tit and take your head off the clouds and walk forward, king. And what it talks about is like this idea that you have to be lost to find yourself. And I actually got a story for you too. I actually went on a rites of passage. So I went on a Native American rites of passage. What was this? 2021, 2022, something like that. And it was for 4 days, 4 nights in the woods, with a small group of people, but we were all in our own like section of the woods by ourselves. And it was a 4-day water fast. And there was a lot of transformational moments from that space, a lot. But the one that I will share is, it was like the first day I was walking, right? And I got lost on my way to my campsite. And it was wild too, because I had this big ass book bag on. I had 2 knives. I had a compass, but my compass was like spinning and shit. And I tied pieces of cloth to a tree to find my specific route, because there's a lot of trees in the forest, you know what I mean? But I lost it. And I was circling because I was like, oh yeah, my place is around this rock, like around the big ass rock and the broken tree. Come to find out, there's like 1,000 of those exact kind of replicas all around the woods. So I got lost. And I was afraid because I didn't have my phone. My phone wasn't working. The group and the elder guides, they were somewhere in the fucking forest. And so I was like, gee, if I don't get found, gee, you know, I'm gonna get home. And then the only thing that was playing in my mind was my mom going, why are you going out there in the woods? No tent, no cabin, just a hammock and a tarp. I'm like, cuz mom, I gotta know who I is. I gotta know who I is. I gotta know if I just talk this shit on social media or if I really walk this shit. And I really walked it. But I got lost. I got lost. And it was so funny because when I got lost, it was a beautiful moment because I got lost and I started freaking out. Okay. And then I put everything down. I took off my book bag. I put my 2 big ass water canteens down and I just stuck my knives in the wood like I was Wolverine or something. And then I just said to myself over and over, I am found, I am found, I am found, I am found, I am found. I kept saying that to myself. I kept saying, I am found, I am found, I am found. And the beautiful part about me saying that was my body just started to walk. My body just started to walk towards the elders, like it knew. Like it knew. And this is the thing. Your mind may be lost, but your body knows the way home. Bro, peer, if you're younger than me, bro, little bro, if you're super young, nephew, you know what I mean? If you're older than me or around my age, peer, bro, G, listen. Your mind may be lost, but your body knows the way home. Koto base, inako. Your body knows the way home, man. What does this mean? What does this actually mean? This means that if you give yourself permission, which I know you can, because if you watch this video, your soul has already been calling for this. This video just reflecting what you already know. That's it. Your body knows the way home. What's the way home? If you ever get lost, and when I was training capoeira in Angola, they would say, and we would do like 5-6 spins in a row. We'd do 5-6 spins in a row, then 3 kicks in a row, all the same direction. So it was like spin, 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 kick, 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 spin, 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 kick, kick, kick. And then by the end of the line, you'll be dizzy. You'll be like this. Right? And then they would say, hey, if you're dizzy, do this. If you're dizzy, put your hands together like this. Put your thumbs together like this. Put it right here and look at your thumb. And as I'm saying this in real time, it's clicking that this is also the same energy of your inner child. If you just say, hey, just look at my thumb. This represents containment. This represents focus. So you're containing your inner child in a safe space. That's your home. That's your North Star, G. That's your North Star. Your inner child. Yeah. So, my invitation to you is to write a letter to your inner child. And I know what one part of your voice, the part of your mind that society says, hey bro, you a grown ass man, I ain't writing no poetry, I ain't writing no shit. Listen, G. That thought pattern has been keeping you away from the part of yourself that makes you feel the most complete, the most whole, the most in tune with yourself. Because I realize this, and I've seen this in my life, I've seen this. A man that is obsessed with comparison or obsessed with other men is because he hasn't identified the kid inside. He needs love. He needs love. Yeah. He didn't go nowhere. You just didn't give him a home. So he's been walking around life homeless. He's been, and so then what? So then the inner child goes, oh, well, maybe this relationship I'll feel home. Oh, maybe this business sale I will feel home. No, bro. Nama mogun. Koto base. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. That's home, G. If you have a problem in your life, sit down and ask your inner child, what does he think about it? That's so profound. I heard this before. It was like, if you don't know how to solve a problem, think like the person who knows how to solve it. Your inner child knows how to solve problems because your inner child is connected to the infinite. Your inner child is that pure, cosmic, wondrous, expansive, exploratory, playful, infinite, abundant part of you that never went anywhere. No matter how much trauma you occurred, no matter how much heartbreak you incurred, he is still there, waiting for you to look at him instead of looking at other things for him. So, that is my transmission for you men. If this resonates with you, go watch the Masterclass. I go deep into this in the masterclass, really deep. Replays down below. If you want to, excuse me, get an understanding of the ecosystem and see our calendar and all of our essays and text and videos that we have about these topics and where we're going in the Emerald Jade Aurora Age and over the next 2 years, click in the garden. If you want some audio tracks or some poems or some essays or some courses for you if you feel lost, bro, go into the Cosmic Library. The first floor is $3 to $11. Get an audio track. Get an invocation. Invocation makes your spiritual man stand the fuck up. So if you feel like you need some fire, go get that. Yeah, go grab that one. That make you stand on up. Make you stand up, do some push-ups, and yell in motherfucking space, being like, yeah, what's up? I'm about to get my life cracking. What's up? Yeah, if you need that, we got that. Okay. So, and then for the men that want to build, if you want to build and heal at the same time, the Jade Temple is also open. The Jade Temple, what we're doing there is simple. It's a monthly membership, and in there, what we do is you come in for 3 months at a time. 3 months that you're in, that's a season. Remember, the kings of old, I'm not talking about like the egotistical things that you hear about kings. No, the actual function in the axis of reality that they govern. We'll talk about that later. But they are all about judging the season, not a day, not a week, a season. And what we do over here is like we say, hey, in this season, what is the one thing you want to heal and process, and what is the one financial system you want to build? We do both. Some calls, half of the calls in the month is for healing and working with the inner child. Half of the calls in the month is for business automation. Any idea that you have, it does not matter. Working on the speech, working on ads, working on offer creation, it don't matter. I've been doing this for a decade. In both of the realms, we can get it cracking. Now, some men will think, because we've been trained, it's not you, but we've been trained to think, yo, I don't need healing. Let me tell you something. You can see in life a lot of men who make a lot of money. That's a solar plexus. That's a solar plexus and a root chakra thing. They make a lot of money, but they have no inner child. That is not wealth. Wealth is you make beautiful amounts of money with a regulated inner child and an open heart. That's not hurt, but that's a garden, not a war camp. That is masculinity. Masculinity is not just, oh, I am in my root chakra, my solar plexus chakra, and I'm making money, and I'm going for my thing, going for my purpose, but my inner child is homeless as fuck. That ain't wealth, bro. I don't care what nobody says, and I don't give a fuck. That ain't wealth. That's industrial wealth. That ain't coherent wealth, my G. Okay. The other side of it, for my men, my spiritual men, this used to be me as well, where it's like, you should only focus on spirituality, your inner child healing, and your heart space. But there's no wealth architecture. There's no money making. There's no wealth systems thinking. That ain't masculine either. That's incoherent. You have the love, you have the capacity. That's beautiful, but now it needs architecture. Because the point of what we build here is that we say, hey, you're building a foundation, a structure. Ice structure, ice around the boundaries to prevent chaos and rot, but it's warm on the inside, G. The glow's warm on the inside. There are so many men that are successful but have no soul glow. Their inner child is not there. And that is what we're taught growing up so much. So I want to give you a different reflection, a different perspective of wealth. Wealth is your root chakra is stable. You're non-fragile. That means you have multiple streams of income flowing in. So if one slows, your other ones are still flowing. So you Gucci. You ain't worried about nothing because you got it. You got it set. You know what I'm saying? Then a regular inner child. So space for your inner child, and you're a teenager, and you're adult, and you're king, and you're elder. All of you inside of you every day. Space for each of them every single day. So you're not trying to get that from a woman, or you're not trying to get that from a business or anything like that. Okay? And third one is solar plexus, agency, willpower, domain, ambition. Like, yeah, I do this shit. Like, that kind of energy. Like, yes, you need that. And also a regulated heart space. There isn't like, fuck women or fuck these women. No. That's like, my heart is a garden. Only coherent beauty may stay. You feel that energy? So different. So different. That's coherent masculinity, G. That's what we build here. So if that resonates with you, check the links down below. Excuse me. And I want to say that if you're a man watching this, you got this, bro. You got this. You got this. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they own. Fuck the ops. The ops are your own fear. The ops is your own doubts. The ops is your own past trauma. In this community, in this ecosystem, we build, bro. We build. So if you're ready to really get into it with your spiritual and your financial, let's get into it, G. Let's get into it. So, that being said, I wish you peace in your heart, prosperity in your mind, and paper in your pockets. Until we meet again. Peace out.